Hello and welcome to Gaming Gain. My name is Muzz and welcome back to the Video Game Index. Had a bit of a change of scenery, so unfortunately the video has been delayed because the laptop I was using to edit all my videos and all the files on it actually broke somewhat. Managed to get it semi-working again, got all the files off, and just it so happened that as the time that my laptop broke, my family got a Mac. So I've started editing my videos on a Mac, which has been a bit of a step up from the laptop I was using. The laptop I was using was great, but slowed down a lot. The software I was using didn't really work on it properly. So this is going to be, I guess, the new location for where I'm going to shoot the webcam portion of my videos anyway. The Mac has a built-in webcam that is far better than the one I had, so yeah, things are looking up. You take the good with the bad. So our next game that we're going to induct into the Video Game Index is Rocket League. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Rocket League is developed by Psyonix and it was released on July 2015. It is a sequel to supersonic aerobatic rocket powered battle cars. Try to say that 5 times fast. Which I also played. When I played battle cars, I thought it was a mixed bag, but had some very good foundations, and with a little bit more time and more polish it could become something great. Psyonix took the feedback that they got from battle cars and ran with it, creating an instant hit that was praised very highly for the improvements it had been made from battle cars, but also because it went above and beyond just fixing the battle car issues. The whole presentation and look of the game changed into something sleeker and more appealing to the eyes. The gameplay was much tighter and more responsive. Rocket League has went on to become one of the biggest games today, with a very successful esports, and Psyonix has continued to update the game to this day. In simple terms, Rocket League is cars playing football, but when you actually get into Rocket League it has so much more depth and complexity to it. This is a game that has very simple mechanics which are easy to pick up and play, but these mechanics are very hard to master, and if you want to be good at the game you have to put in the practice. The main draw of Rocket League is the gameplay. In an average match, the game is fast-paced, unpredictable, tense and hectic. Often there are spectacular line-clearing save, blistering shots and awesome aerials. The matches of Rocket League are never the same, with almost every match being different to the next. You could have a tight 1-0 victory in which your team was hemmed back in your own box, making key blocks, desperately looking for a way out, or you could have a high-scoring match with each team not caring about defence and going for it every time. There are different modes in Rocket League which drastically change the way you have to think and play the game. There's 1v1, 2 vs 2, 3 vs 3, 4 vs 4, hoops, snow day, rumble, drop shot, and there's usually a random mode every couple of weeks. All modes make you play in a different way. Even though the rules might be the same, the amount of players in a match can drastically change the strategies and tempo of a match. 1 vs 1 is almost like a chess match. It's slower, a more tactical affair, with each player waiting to see what the other player is going to do before striking. 2 vs 2, while still a slower paced match, is a step up from 1 vs 1. The addition of a teammate allows you to try and take more risks, knowing that you potentially have someone to back you up. 3 vs 3 is the most balanced and the most competitive of the game modes. Having 3 people on your team means you can have a bit of structure in the way you play, and communication is the difference between a good team and a great team in this mode, and is a key aspect to being successful. 4 vs 4 is called Chaos for a reason. I'd say this mode is mostly just used for fun and people being goofy. It's mainly just 8 people chasing the ball, trying to do some fancy stuff. Not for everyone, but it is fun if you're in the mood for it. Hoops is an aerial heavy mode. It is Rocket League's take on basketball, so the ball has a bit more bounce to it, and you have to be good in the air if you want to succeed. Snow Days is Rocket League's version of ice hockey, with the ball being swapped for a puck. And Rumble is just hilarious, with each person getting a random power up every 10 seconds, like a punch glove that punches the ball, a boot that kicks the opponent out of the way, and a tornado that lifts players up and the ball into the air. It's a good time. I love this mode, it's so much fun. And then there's Drop Shot, which is a very interesting mode. It's kind of like volleyball. If every time the ball touched your opponent's side, a hole appeared, and the only way to get a point was to get the ball through the hole. It's strange, but I haven't really played that much of it. It's different, and I'd say it's a good addition. Rocket League is one of the only real games I have put any time or effort into the rank mode. You can choose to play between competitive or casually. Again, this can change how you play the game. Casual mode is mainly a muck about, trying new things, new skills, or just having a laugh really. Whereas competitive mode, that's where the sweatbands come out, and you really concentrate on your performance, trying your very best to win so you can move up the rankings. The customization of the cars is another big plus for me. However, before we go on, I want to make clear that I do not like loot boxes. I am not talking about them in this section. The customization gives your car a real sense of identity. With the amount of different parts to customize, you can really create something that's cool or silly. As I have played Rocket League for a number of years, I have acquired a lot of unlocks for my cars. You get a new unlock every couple of levels, and one of my favourite things to do is actually to create a new car and just click randomize and see what comes together. That's how I got my current car, and I love it. It's a monstrosity, it's pink, it's yellow, it's beautiful. The developers have also done a very good job of getting cars from other forms of media into the game, with stuff like the Batmobile, cars from the Fast and the Furious movies. However, my absolute favourite, and this was one of the early ones, was the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Bought it the minute it came out, and it was for a long time my preferred car. I've been playing Rocket League since it first got released, and my feelings for it are still the same today as they were back then. I love it. It is a great game that I always get an itch to play, and it always satisfies that itch. It is a simple and accessible game to play, but that doesn't stop it from being incredible. It shows why you should keep refining your ideas, because you might just create something that I think will be around for years to come. Hope you enjoyed the video. So as you can see, there's no list here. That's still upstairs, so I'm going to put in a video while I'm talking of me putting Rocket League onto the index. Ultimately, Rocket League is an unbelievable game, fantastic, so easy to play and enjoy, and it's just one of those games that you just want one more match. Then it turns into about 10 more matches, but it's such an addicting game to play. You can really get into it, but ultimately I believe the two games that are on the list are superior experiences. I think they offer more than just being a fun video game, which Rocket League is by far and away the funnest of the games that we have on here, but the other two games are also fun, but they offer so much more in terms of like gameplay design, graphics, story, design, stuff like that. But Rocket League's on the list. It's third, so Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked what you saw, like the video, subscribe to the channel, it would mean a lot. And if you have any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much.